An Oklahoma bill offering protection to drivers escaping riots is on its way to the governor's desk. If he signs it, the new law would impose penalties for those who unlawfully obstruct streets or highways, blocking vehicles, and it would protect drivers who unintentionally run over a protester during a riot. 2 Works for You's Mesa Morrow breaks down the bill and shows us reaction from both parties.
We want to support people that hurt or harm people that are trying to express themselves.
There's other ways to get attention besides impeding on the freedoms of others.
The Oklahoma State Senate passes a bill Wednesday to crack down on violent protests. House Bill 1674 says any rioter who obstructs traffic could be charged with a misdemeanor, face up to a year of jail time and a fine between $100,000 and $5,000.
We just magnify the problems by this type of legislation.
In Oklahoma state statute, riot is defined as any use or threat of force or violence by 3 or more people without lawful authority.
That's when you get outside the bounds of where you're supposed to have your protest, or you start blocking roads, or you stop allowing people to get to and from their business.
Representative Kevin McDougal of Broken Arrow says peaceful protests are still welcome. The bill would also provide protections for a driver who accidentally drives over a protester while trying to get away from a riot. That very scenario played out here last May, just above Detroit Avenue on the I-244 bridge, when a red truck hitched with a trailer drove through a crowd of protesters.
This is an excuse to say I ran over people because I thought it was a riot.
Video from the scene shows protesters surround the truck and slam the sides of the trailer. Witnesses say the driver showed a gun before accelerating into the crowd. No charges were filed against the driver.
When you're in that kind of a situation and people are purposely stopping you from going where you're going or wanting to go, that person, if they're in fear for their life, they have the right to drive out of that situation.
Distinguishing a riot from a peaceful protest is at the hands of law enforcement on scene, in the courts in the aftermath. 2 legal bodies, Senator Kevin Matthews of Tulsa says some protesters just simply can't trust.
When people don't get justice in the courts, they don't get justice with law enforcement, what else are they to do?
McDougal tells me a driver can still face charges if a judge determines they drove into a crowd on purpose. If Governor Stitt chooses to sign the bill into law, it will go into effect on November 1st. Reporting, Mesa Morrow, 2 Works for You.